Katie here with Life Above the Wellness Line. So a lot of you have been asking, what's the premium starter kit? What's an essential oil? What are they? How do they work? What do they do in my body? So today I'm going to give you a rundown, and I'll be using my essential oil pocket reference, which is awesome, from Life Science Publishing. If you need a link to that, I'd be happy to provide it for you. And I'm just going to read you a little bit about what an essential oil is. So an essential oil is an aromatic volatile liquid that is within many shrubs, flowers, trees, roots, bushes, and seeds. And they're usually extracted through steam distillation. So that's what Young Living does, and if you weren't sure, we do own all our own farms. We distill all our own oils, and they test, I think, about 8 tests per batch, and if oils don't meet their strict guidelines, they don't go out to us. So that means if everyone tomorrow bought all of the lavender oil and they hadn't grown anymore, they wouldn't share anymore with us until they personally grew it. And I love being with a company that personally grows everything and is responsible for the purity and the seed to seal commitment that they have to us. So the chemistry of an essential oil is very complex, and it consists of hundreds of different unique chemical compounds. And it's very important that we make sure that all of those compounds stay as pure and as natural as nature intended them to. So the distillation is just as important as what kind of plant it is. So that's another reason why I chose Young Living personally, is because they actually welcome us to go to the farms and help harvest the plants in person. And that's awesome to me, because if I go to a farmer's market, I want to know that that farmer grew that lettuce and didn't go buy it from the store and is trying to pass it off as something else. So you're actually welcome to come at any time to the actual farm and help harvest and distill the plants yourself. I'm really excited because this year I actually get to go to Utah in June, and I get to be a part of the seed to seal and the whole process, and I can't wait to share that with you guys on what I learned and what plants I get to help with, and it's really, really exciting to me. Headquarters is in Utah, so I'm really, really excited about that. So if you're wondering, okay, how much oil is in one bottle? Well, for example, it takes 5,000 pounds of rose petals to produce 1 kilo of rose oil. The peppermint oil is one of my favorite things, which you'll notice a lot of your bottles are going to be, all your bottles are going to be 5 milliliter that come in your starter kit that you order, but when you reorder them, they're going to be 15 milliliter for the most part, and it'll be specific on the Young Living website as to what size you're ordering. Peppermint oil is one of my most favorite oils. I use the Peppermint Vitality to ingest. I use this on my forehead and neck to relieve tension and have a great happy day. 1 drop of peppermint oil is equal to 26 cups of peppermint tea. So think about how ultra concentrated this is. A little really does go a long way, and nature is amazing in its abundance for us. It takes over a pound of fresh peppermint leaves, if you think about how light and tiny those are, to make 1 bottle of peppermint oil. So, as you can see in the background, I have the Young Living Premium Starter Kit. Now we're going to go over the different ways that you can use oils for your family, for your health, for your wellness. So the first way is aromatically, which I'm doing back here with the diffuser. So I just put water in there, a couple drops of my oil, whatever oil I want to do, or any combo of oils. There's no wrong way. And I diffuse those, and it puts small particles of oil, steam with the water, into the air of your home. And it's awesome because it makes your house smell clean and fresh. You're not using things like chemicals or toxins in your home. And that's a big reason why I started using Young Living, is I found out that the nose is the quickest place to get to your memories and get to your senses and just click into your emotions. And so using scent is a very strong way to connect to your emotional connection. Well, people want their house to smell good. You think about your grandma's cookies growing up, or you think about, you know, that one smell that brings you back. For me, the Northern Lights Black Spruce smells like Alaska. It smells like my home. It reminds me of home. And I want my house to smell good, but I was using things like chemical room sprays, things like Febreze that everybody uses every day. And I didn't realize that FDA only certifies that things have to say fragrance, but they don't certify that, you know, you have to break down what that fragrance is. So companies can put up to 300 different chemicals into room spray, and all it has to say is fragrance. And one of those leading things is formaldehyde, and that's the #1 cause of cancer. And it's what we're embalmed in at the morgue. I didn't want my dogs or my husband, you know, rolling around or sleeping in that or having that on our sheets or our couches. So it was really important to me to get away from that as soon as possible. And that's a big reason why I chose oils. Now, just so you know, I am not a doctor, and I cannot diagnose, treat, or cure you. I'm not here to replace your doctor. I'm not here to give you medical advice. I'm just simply sharing my testimony, and this is going to be an FDA compliant class. So if you're looking to ingest oils, please refer to our Vitality line, which is a special line of oils. It's the oils that are in these bottles, same and exact, but it's labeled specially for dietary usage so that you know you're using them correctly. So as I love my peppermint, this is our Young Living peppermint. They have a Young Living peppermint Vitality. It's a 5 milliliter bottle, and it's labeled specifically for internal usage. So you can do them aromatically like we talked about, and the next is topically or transdermal. Now there are oils like peppermint that I love to use, and I started using them the basic way, right out of the bottle, with some carrier oil. Now what is a carrier oil? Well, a carrier oil is anything that's fatty or, takes longer for your skin to ingest. So all up here, I have my carrier oils and all the things I use for my essential oil, recipes. So this is coconut oil. It's a lot of coconut oil, but this is coconut oil. And you can use coconut oil. And what happens when you use a carrier oil, coconut oil, olive oil, avocado, grapeseed, there's tons of oils. You're creating a time release on your skin. So if you know that you want to use Pan-Away to prevent discomfort on your lower back, but you want it to last a while, you're going to do a couple drops of Pan-Away in a little, teaspoon of coconut oil, and you can rub it on your back, and it's just going to make it last longer. So that's all you're doing when you're using carrier oils. If I'm making a face serum, I obviously don't always want to put straight oils on my face. It also extends the usage of your oils because you're using less oils over a long period of time, and it's helping your pocketbook. So we're going to go through exactly what comes in the premium starter kit next. But lastly, we're going to talk about ingesting oils. Like I said, we're going to use the Young Living Vitality line to do so, but there's a lot of great benefits about ingesting. For peppermint oil, it helps with, healthy digestion, healthy function of your bowel and your gut, and I personally love using it in my water every day. If you ever use a citrus oil, you want to make sure that you are using it in glass or metal, and I'm going to show you why. So I'm going to go ahead and grab right here. I just have a little solo cup, and this is plastic, and I'm going to go ahead and take the lemon oil that comes in our kit, and I'm going to teach you why. So we're just going to put a couple drops of that in there. I think about 3 went in there, and as you can see, it's in the bottom, and we're just going to let that sit, and I'm going to come back to it later, and I'm going to explain why it's so important to use glass or metal when you're doing citrus oils. So I'm going to let that sit over there. So the first one that we're going to talk about is DiGize oil. Now, we have a great thing called flex oils, and that means if one of the oils that's supposed to come in the kit is out of stock, like I mentioned earlier, something that goes in a blend or goes into a specific oil is out of stock because they haven't grown enough, they'll send us flex oils. Now this is tea tree oil, and it's one of the flex oils. So what that means is there's 4 oils that get replaced for the basic oils if for some reason those are out of stock. Now DiGize is a great blend, and it's for digestion health, and it's smelly, and I didn't love it at first, and I'll be honest, I wasn't a huge fan, but after using it in capsule form, the DiGize Vitality, I felt so much better. It settled my tummy faster than ginger ale ever has, and I'm a believer now. And if you ever don't like the smell of something, you can always blend it with a citrus oil, or you can put it on the bottom of your feet and put some socks on to avoid the smell. I will go over in the captions each specific oil and what is in them, as I'm just trying to keep this video short for you today and make sure I don't run out of time. So the next is lemon oil. Now, lemon oil is awesome. It's actually cold pressed from the rind of the lemon, and it's not the pulpy part in the middle. It takes a lot of lemons to make a bottle of lemon oil. And I will show you later why we put that lemon in this plastic, but pretty much it eats petrochemicals. And anything plastic is coated in petrochemicals. So it's actually going to eat through that cup by the end of this video. And it's really cool to just have a demo to be able to share with people. Now people always get scared and they're like, I don't want to put that in my body if that's what it does, or on my body. It eats the bad, it doesn't eat the good. So it actually has the ability to penetrate the blood barrier of your cell, and it scrubs it clean. And it's awesome at detoxing your body and helping. I personally have a friend who has seen great results with weight loss by putting it in a capsule, using her Vitality citrus oils in a capsule every morning and taking them internally. She's lost, I think, 14 pounds in the last few months. So it's just another added benefit, as well as detoxifying and helping the body and the blood cells stay clean. So frankincense. Obviously, this is what they gave baby Jesus. Good enough for Jesus, good enough for me. But frankincense is awesome. So it helps support a healthy skin function. It helps with mature skin, at making it look a little more youthful. This goes into all of my skincare stuff. It goes into anything when I just know that I need a little pick-me-up and boost. It has a repair function for the cells, and it's really great in its properties to heal, repair, and just make things feel youthful. As I went over peppermint earlier a little bit, I'll just glance over this again. Like I said, 26 cups of tea per drop, which is amazing. I don't know of anyone who drinks 26 cups of tea a day, and this is certainly a lot easier for me. It helps you cool. It's great before a run or before working out to just inhale or to put on your chest. Again, it's one of those warm oils, so you want to make sure you're using a carrier with it when you're beginning because it might be a little hot to the skin. Please remember that oil and water do not mix, so if you ever have a warm to the touch kind of oil on your skin, get a little bit red. Like if I put this on my neck, I know I get a little bit red. Just put a little bit of oil on there, olive oil, coconut oil, any kind of oil, and it will go ahead and help dissipate that feeling, and it will go away. Next is Thieves. Thieves is amazing. There's a whole Thieves line, and I use this for cleaning my entire home. I clean all my counters. I clean my oven out with it. Thieves is antimicrobial, antibacterial. It's great. I make plain spray. I will again post in the comments what Thieves is and what it has in it. But this is an amazing power-packed oil to keep you above the wellness line. I use this about every other night, if not every night, on the bottoms of my feet to help keep my immune system boosted. And it's great to diffuse. It smells like Christmas to me. It's just a great oil. Panaway. Think of pain away. So Panaway is great. It's a blend of wintergreen, helichrysum, some mints in there. It's just awesome. It's menthol. Smells like those Lifesavers wintergreen mints to me. But it is awesome at, you know, relieving minor discomforts. It's great for after working out, if you know that you went really hard in the gym. It's just an amazing oil, and I like to just breathe it deeply sometimes. So RC. RC is short for respiratory care. It's also a blend of oils. My husband uses this instead of other alternatives to keep his respiratory issues in check and keep him above the wellness line. So he is just a huge fan of this. We were in the mountains. He didn't have his alternative measures that he used to use for shortness of breath. And he was like, does anyone have anything? And I was like, come here. And he was like, you're going to put RC on me, aren't you? I said, yeah, I am. And I did. And he was like, hey, that stuff works. I said, I know it does. That's why I put it on you. So RC is great. I like to breathe it deeply. I like it on my chest when I first wake up. It just helps me breathe deep. Great for yoga, I've found. It's just really awesome. Next is Copaiba. It is awesome. This is great at making sure normal blood flow happens, making sure that it relieves any discomforts. It's also a magnifier, so it's going to help any other oil work great. It's tapped from a tree, a lot like maple syrup, and comes from the Amazon, and it smells really light. It is awesome. And a lot of recipes that I have, it goes in there. If there's anything that's a little, you know, uncomfortable, I'm making sure Copaiba goes along with it. If I'm not sure what's going on and I want to use lavender because it's reparative, which we'll get to that, I always mix it with a little bit of Copaiba. So purification, I have ranted and raved about this the past few days. Purification goes in everything that's in my home. My room sprays, my, kitchen hand scrub, everything. Purification is just awesome, keeping your house clean and purified and smelling fresh. I can spray my dogs with it when they come out of the rain, which is awesome. There's just so many things you can do. Lavender. This is a Swiss Army knife of oils because it's safe, it's very, very gentle, and it's an adaptogen. So what that means is it's going to adapt to whatever your body needs, which is really, really cool. So I like using lavender, again, just like frankincense, in all of my skincare lines, any of my needs. If there's scrapes, cuts, or bruises, lavender goes on it, and burns especially. It's amazing on burns. Next is every mom's favorite, and my favorite too, even though I don't have anything but fur babies, Stress Away. Stress Away is a beautiful blend of oils. It's got lime, it's got Copaiba, it's got vanilla, and it's just amazing. It's also got Aqua Tea in it, and I will put that in the comments. It smells like vacation in a bottle. It's great. You get a roller bottle that comes with your kit that a lot of people choose to just pop right in here and roll it on their wrists when their kids are driving them nuts in the grocery store, but that never happens, right? And it's just awesome. It's a great blend. You're going to get a bunch of samples as well to hand out. You're going to get little cards to attach the samples to. And if you want to give other samples, these actually slide right through the cards, and they're cute, tiny little bottles that you can put a few drops of whatever you'd like to hand out to people in there. Ningxia Red also comes in your kit. You're going to get 2 packets of this. This is actually 2 servings because only 1 serving is needed per day. So where did the name come from? Well, Gary Young traveled around looking for where vitality comes from, and the Ningxia province of China is where it was most prominent. So this has the Ningxia wolfberry in it. It's amazing. It's got amazing antioxidants. I think on the antioxidant scale it was in the 60s, which is just nuts because that's way above regular fruits and vegetables that we eat every day. And it's just great at promoting healthy eye function and eye health, body function. It's just amazing for so many reasons, and I'll post some info about that too in the comments. But you will also get your diffuser, which is right over here. Now this is the Dewdrop diffuser. There are some different model options for you, but more than anything, you get health and wellness for your family, and you get an opportunity to learn how to be above the wellness line. And I am so excited for you to start your journey above the wellness line. Please let me know if I can answer any more questions that I haven't answered today. You get great info, which is the last thing I'll touch on, about what Young Living is, where we are located, and about our farms, how to share it. And you're going to get this awesome essential oils at a glance breakdown. And this is going to tell you pretty much what I just went over with you. It's going to go over each oil, what they are, how they work, and as always, I and my team are here for you, and we're excited to help you get started. So you let me know what I can do to help you stay above the wellness line. But you have a wonderful, blessed Wednesday. Thank you so much for taking some time out of your day to listen to me, and I hope that this broke down the premium starter kit a little bit more for you. And as always, have a wonderful, blessed day, and thank you for taking time out. I'll see you guys soon.